They give me Ibrahim. Shoot out. Hi Chris, I'm seeing you. I see you. Guess what, Chris? Now my schedule is waking up at 3 a.m. 3:30 or 4. But I'm very late on my schedule right now because I just wanted to say goodnight to you guys and go through the routine with you guys. So, again, 800, go to sleep. I'm trying to go to sleep. Okay, my head's so oily right now. Okay, I'm gonna read a couple pages and then go to bed. So, oh my god, my dance, please. Oh my god, no. I'm trying to put, okay, I'm gonna put my, okay, I'll put you guys here while I read. Do you guys, wait, did you miss reading The Art of Seduction? Chris, is that why you're saying hey? 900? The oil is just gonna go in my bed. I'm washing it tomorrow, so it's fine. Oh, I hate oiling my book. I should have a book cover. Ooh. Okay. I'm probably gonna lose people. It's usually how it goes. So you guys know The Art of Seduction? I'm gonna do a quick resume for you guys so you guys can follow, because we're in the section of tactics. Aww. Well, there's no radio. It's just like my dad is talking so much. There's no radio at the moment. So there are 9 types of archetype at the moment. Not at the moment. There is 9 archetypes. First, there is the siren. So think of Marilyn Monroe. This is a siren. There's the rake. Think of a woman who never quite feels desired and appreciated enough. She wants attention, but a man is too often distracted and unresponsive. The rake is a great female fantasy figure when he desires a woman, brief though. It's a fuckboy. Think of a fuckboy, this is a rake. The ideal lover, he just... Wait, where is it? Most people have dreams in their youth that get shattered or worn down with age. So the ideal lover just fills it up, right? So you have a fantasy and he'll be your fantasy. That's the ideal lover. The dandy, think of Prince, think of Andy Warhol, and also Katy Perry's ex-boyfriend, Russell Brand. Very feminine, but little do you know, he's sleeping with all of his girlfriends. The natural, think of... What's his name? Quick. Charlie Chaplin. Very childish, and it's so innocently... does so, and he does that so innocently that people just falls in love with him, and he had many lovers. The coquette, think of Marie Antoinette. The ability to delay satisfaction is the ultimate art of seduction. So think of a bitch. The charmer. Charmers is seduction without sex. Charmers are consummate manipulators, making their cleverness by creating a mood of pleasure and comfort. The charismatic, think of John F. Kennedy. The star, think of Rihanna. Daily life is harsh and most of us constantly seek escape from its fantasy and dreams. Stars feed on this weakness, standing out from others through a distinctive and appealing style. The anti-seducer. Motherfuckers. I'm not gonna say it like this, but like people you just shouldn't date. I know one. And this book really helped me read through characters. I've already read them. Seducer, draw you in by the focus. So I'm gonna say the anti-seducer is really like into themselves. They don't want to put any effort into you. That's their seduction. What you need to do to get a anti-seducer to love you? Mirror him. So Oh my god, and after there is 18 types of victims. We're not gonna go through them, but you know what I mean. So right now I am at the seducers 18, the 18 types. I'm gonna go through them, but you should get the book, or if you want me to do a little mini-series, please DM me on Instagram and I might think of doing so. Now we are at, where is it? One sec. Okay. You are the tactic of the indulgent strategy. All of us are narcissists. When we were children, our narcissism was physical. We were interested in our own image, our body, as if it were a separate thing. As we grow older, our narcissism grows more psychologically. We become absorbed in our own tastes, opinions, experience, and hard shell forms around us. Paradoxically, the way to entice people out of this shell is to become more like them. In fact, a kind of mirror image of them. You do not have to spend days studying their minds. Simply conform to their moods, adapt their taste, play along with whatever they send your way. In doing so, you will lower the natural defensiveness. Their sense of self-esteem does not feel threatened by your strangeness or different habits. People truly love themselves, but what they love most of all is to see their ideas reflected in other people. I'm gonna skip and go through. Example: Nina Laurent, one of the greatest seductress who ever lived, had a defied masculine quality. She could impress a man who, with her intense philosophical keenness, and charm him by seeming to share his interest in political warfare. Many men first formed their deep friendships with her, only to later fall madly in love with her. The masculine in a woman is as soothing to man as the feminine in a man is to a woman. To a man, woman's strangeness can create frustration and even hostility. When Josephine Baker too moved to Paris in 1925, a part of an all-black revue. Her exotic. Okay, do you guys know who Josephine Baker was? Thank you. Oh wait, Chris, why did I not think of this? I'm just making her moderator. Thank you. I should have thought of this a long time ago. There you go. Cool. You got it. Okay. Wait. Okay, cool. Wait. Got it. So, Josephine Baker was a exotic dancer and she did a lot of stuff. She was a star in the Moulin Rouge à Paris. And she was black. So, one of the first. As a part of an all-black revue, her exotism made her an overnight sensation, but the French are notoriously fickle, and Baker sensed that their interest in her would quickly pass to someone else. To seduce them for good, she entered their spirit. She learned French and began to sing it. She started dressing and acting as a stylish French lady, as if to say that she preferred the French way of life to the American. Countries are like people. They have vast insecurities, and they feel threatened by other customs, especially the French. I am French. And when somebody comes out, well, honestly, I find it somewhat, like, rude. You know, so, like, okay, listen. I'm Moroccan. If you're not Muslim and you wear hijab, it's kind of, like, somewhat offensive. I know you find our culture beautiful, but it's like, okay, is it respectful? Is it to make fun of? There's a lot of thoughts going on when somebody does this. I'm just reflecting on Josephine. She conformed to the French and she did an amazing thing because it's like, oh, she's just like us. She's, you know. Anyways, continuing. countryside people. It is often quite seductive to a people to see an outsider adopting their ways. Benjamin Disraeli was born and lived all his life in England. He was Jewish by birth and had an exotic feature. The provincial English considered him an outsider, yet he was more English in his manners and taste than many Englishmen, and this was part of his charm, which he proved by becoming the leader of the Conservative Party. Should you be an outsider, as most of us ultimately are, turn it to advantage, play on your alien nature in such a way as to show the group how deeply you prefer their taste and custom to your own. In 1752, the notorious rake Saltykov determined to be the first man in the Russian court to seduce the 23-year-old Grand Duchess, the future Empress Catherine the Great. He knew she was lonely. Her husband Peter ignored her, as did many of the other courtiers, because she was married. She was not to be touched, or else you'll be killed. But he was a rake, and he loved a challenge. Rakes, fuckboys love challenges. Don't you guys? And once you have the prey, you guys get bored. Move on to the next. Simply